What is up, guys? My name is Eric. Let's open up a box of Foundations Jumpstart. I do share a lot about ripping open boxes. And if you're new here, I go by Sobermtg. My name is Eric. I'm a recovering cocaine and alcoholic addict. Hit the like and follow button. We're going to open up this box. The one thing I will say that's fun about Jumpstart is right now it's still super affordable. You can find these boxes for about $100. Jumpstart, if you don't know about it, is the packs are designed to have two packs. You and somebody else get four packs total, two and two. Open it up and you can play with those packs. One of the fun things about this. Now, for this, I do also enjoy opening up booster packs. Now, booster boxes are getting more and more expensive. There are some cool cards in here like Vito. There's a few really cool cards. We're going to see what we open up out of these. And I will share with you on them. But if you do enjoy opening up packs and you're looking for some fun cards, Foundations Jumpstart, I definitely think it's worth it because of the playability, even crosses into Commander. I'm curious what your thoughts are on Jumpstart. It wasn't really designed to rip per se, but it can definitely be fun. So let's open it up and let's see what we get. Foundations Jumpstart. Now, foundation boosters are a lot of fun to open. Jumpstart is the last in-universe Jumpstarts that you're ever going to see anymore. This was a great set, I thought. Lots of fun playable cards in here. If you've never done a Jumpstart before, it is fun. The best part is you don't have to really have a deck. All you do is you and some friends buy a couple packs. Each of you get two of these packs, open them up, and go and play a game. Now, you don't get the normal 36 packs in this. Back when this came out, they were doing 36 packs in the booster packs. These are actually cut down. And the reason they're cut down is you have 20 cards per pack. And people will criticize me a lot when I talk about like just ripping these and opening them because it's not what it was designed for, which I definitely agree. Not designed just to rip. But if you're like me who likes to really just open up packs, this can still be a lot of fun to do. And you can get some great playable cards. I'm curious what your thoughts are on it. Comment down below. We're going to go through these and open them up and have some fun. Brought to you courtesy of Eric Zink's pocketbook, because I do pay for all my stuff out of pocket. And let's see what we end up getting. If you have ever done Jumpstart before, let me know in the comments. Now, the one thing is I do have a different camera setup this time because I forgot my normal camera setup at my studio. So if you hear me fall off the stool I'm sitting on, just bear with me. I'll do my best to kind of go through some of these cards. I will do a follow-up video to this, to the 5 most valuable cards, what have you, that we pulled, and why I think they're just great cards, why they maybe have some money value worth to them, and have fun that way. So let's see what we get. Now, it's set cards, so as soon as you see the card, if you know the deck, you know what you're getting. This, I think, is a great card, though, for elf decks. All elf creatures you control get +1/+1, tap for mana. So that is the only rare we're getting out of this. Let's find out. So I think we only have like 24 packs in here. So let's compare those 24 packs to what the new 30-pack boosters give. So comment down below how many mythics and rares you think I'm going to get. This is a solid card right here. So I'm going to put this actually over with the rares just because that is one of the very few. So there's a couple uncommons that are just super, super solid uncommons. That happens to be one of them. And these are already kind of actually set up that they're made to shuffle up pretty easily. I do recommend if you play these, definitely get the sleeves. Sleeve your cards. I can't stand when people don't sleeve their cards. Now, they all do have these dual lands because of Jumpstart, so it does come in as a chosen color other than green, but they do enter tapped. The nice thing about Jumpstart, too, is you're going to get a lot of mana. You will get a lot of mana where, let's face it, a lot of times I've started to notice that you don't get a lot of mana in your booster packs. So in order to actually get it, you have to buy the bundles or you have to use Jumpstarts. The funny part is when I first started playing, of how much mana you got in your packs. And then you used to have starter decks. I don't know if anyone else played back then when you had starter decks, but I sure did. That's when I got into this. Let's see, what does we get out of our second? So we have the Giddy Up. There she is. I actually have not ever gotten this. I'm so stoked that I did. Because this right here, you can have as your commander for a unicorn deck. light. There. Like I said, I'll go through any of these that have actual value to them. Some of these are just fun playable cards though. And I'm curious, do you play Jumpstart with your friends? Do you Jumpstart actually these decks? Marvel just came out with their Jumpstart. And typically Jumpstart, it's so funny because Jumpstart will have these cards that are not found in the typical set itself. And that's one of the things I've always kind of found is a little bit funny, because I think some of the Jumpstart cards are great, but you're not going to have a chance to actually pull these out of the regular set. Explorers. Landfall. This is not a bad card either. And you do have some artifact creatures and stuff that do sneak in. Should have just put that in with the commons. I love Jumpstart, or not Jumpstart, but Foundations. Foundations is when I was super active and started to play Magic, and I just had so much fun with this set. The regular boosters themselves were great. I thought the Jumpstart boosters are great, and there's just everything about this set I thought had value to it, if that makes sense. The bloody. There are lots of vampires in this, which I did love. I'm a vampire fan. So anytime I could get vampires, I'm always in. And I do enjoy the artwork too. I almost need to come up with like music during the downtime when I'm opening up packs, because I don't talk the whole entire time. To I don't know, help with the ASMR. Make it more of an ASMR pack opening. Welcome everyone. I hope that you are relaxed as we journey into these packs together. Let's see what we got. Ghastly. There are a few cards that have mad value out of this set. Reaper of the Abyss. And I forget what sets they are that have actually some pretty solid black cards. Black and blue are the ones that have some uncommons. Murder. Again, like I said, you do get some decent cards out of these. And that's why I say, like, again, if you really just enjoy opening up packs, nothing wrong with just opening up packs of Foundations. Whether you're going to do the whole, or not Foundations, excuse me. I don't know why I'm doing that. Of the Jumpstart. Like, it's fun to just open up packs, whether or not they were designed to just be ripped or not. That's the thing is people will tell you like the right and wrong way to do Magic, and it's like there is no right or wrong way. It's your way. Like, have fun with this. I do love the anime art, by the way. That's one thing that I did really enjoy about this set. Thoughtcast has value to it. There it is. And this actually does too, artifact land. So it's an island, but an artifact land. And believe it or not, it's worth like $1 is the value on it. Nothing wrong with artifact lands and building an Urza deck. More vampires. I don't remember who is in all of these packs. So that's the best part. Is like, especially when you first like get a box of Jumpstart again, I think it's super affordable. You forget what cards are in what. Ah, there we are. So there's the two. Scourge and Undercity used to have better value than what it does now. It has a little life link to it. Let's set those aside. Creeping Bloodsuckers value. A lot of these, if you're a vampire fan, you know, even like this Death Touch lifelink for one, there's some solid cards that are, if you're playing vampires in Commander or anything, there are vampires in this set that just have that value. There's high playable value to them. What do you got? We got Angels. Hello, Angels. They don't always open up the way that you hope they would. Don't worry, we're saving planet with all the plastic. There she is, Jada. Make a commander out of her. I'm gonna laugh if I have more, even though they are pretty much set, mythics and rares out of Jumpstart than you get out of the new booster boxes. I have this feeling that they are. Cycling Land, which is special. I do set that aside. Doesn't have quite the value as the others, but I do enjoy special lands. The one biggest mistake I ever did was overlook lands when I first got back into Magic. I probably will do a series of like cards when we get into Magic that we think that suck. And one of them, I wasn't a huge fan of fetch lands. I didn't really see the value in it. I'm like, why would I want a fetch land? That was a big mistake. Sold off a lot of fetch lands that I wish I wouldn't have. This can make a fun commander right here. Again, more vampires. What's wrong with vampires? Nothing is wrong with vampires. Those right. The cool part too about the Jumpstart that I will say is the sole fact that you have all the lands you need to make decks. A lot of times people are like, well, where do I get more lands at, or how do I get more lands? For a long time, like when I got into Magic, like you just had lands. And now it's funny in Magic because you're like, how do I get lands? Sphinx. I love the anime artwork. I should do some kind of giveaway somewhere. Like whoever needs lands, tell me how many lands you need and an address. I'll just send them to you. I've opened up three or four boxes now. This is, I think, my fourth box of Jumpstart. As you can tell, again, this is a new camera setup and my lighting actually isn't the greatest right now. So trying to open it, I'm having some problem with some of these. So don't mind my clumsiness. But I will say already with this box, I'm very pleased with it. I don't expect much from Jumpstart other than the fact of opening up some cards and just smiling. Because again, I don't know about anyone else. I open up cards and if I smile, that's what it's all about. Another artifact land. And it's just fun to find new cards, and why not? Why not try different cards in your commander decks? And the thing that's funny with commander decks, and I see people building commander decks all the time, and so many people will use like the same cards and the same this and the same that, and so many of the decks play the same, that it's fun to go through some of this off stuff, such as, you know, a Jumpstart or some of these other sets, and see what you get and have some fun with it. Two of these back to back. Let me guess, it's going to be identical cards. Ooh, what do you know? I've never done that before, though, where I got back to back. Ooh, Shimmer Dragon, though. So there are a little bit of differences in the pack. What do you know? Not every pack is the same. That's the one nice thing that they did do about this set. I almost have enough artifact islands. Those I don't count as basic lands, for sure, just because it's an artifact land. So it doesn't even actually count as an island itself. Ooh, vampires again. If I was to get a vampire, I really want another veto. Great card. Great vampire card. It's one of my favorite, actually. 3 for lifelink flying, death touch. Such a solid card. I gotta adjust my seating here for a little bit. Like I said, this is a different camera setup than what I normally have. My back is probably gonna hate me in the morning. I look like a shrimp right now, shriveled up. It's funny, so I go by Sobermtg because I am sober. I've been sober since 7/25/17. And the one thing is, my drugs of choice were alcohol and cocaine. And I have like permanent nose damage. My nose damage is like really bad. When I sit like a shrimp like this, I don't know if you can hear, I can't breathe out of my nose all of a sudden. Like certain positions, it like just trigger I have so much scar tissue and stuff, trigger my whole nose just to leak. Nice there, huh? Did you comment down below how many mythics and rares you think we're going to have? I'm going to laugh if this seriously pulls more mythics and rares than what a box of like Marvel right now pulls. Right now, and that's always how I will judge like boxes, like what are the pull rates and stuff. And I judge boxes pretty heavily. So we got 9 more packs left of, you know, how many mythics and rares do you get? It's one of those ways that you can kind of like judge a box or judge a set pulls and all that stuff. And I have found that the average is 39 to 41 is what you're going to pull. So I'm going to laugh if I pull over that. Rollmaster, not a bad card. Not a bad card. And there he is. This is actually super valuable card. So there's 2 uncommons in this set. These right here that actually have like strong cash value, and they also have very strong playable value. I'm kind of stoked to have pulled that because I do use that in some of my aggro decks. Plus, I want to build a Krinko deck, and that is the second one that I now have, which will go into the Krinko deck that I'm building. More elves, elves upon elves upon elves. I have so many elves. There's so many elf decks that I want to build that I literally have deck paralysis around elves. If you want to know what I struggle with building decks because I'll have so many that I'm like, okay, where do I even start? Another. I have to do a video sometime to just show everybody like my cards. I have a very big collection, which I really do enjoy. And I've pulled my cards from it. And cards bring me happiness. I don't know about you. Do cards bring you happiness? Because they bring me happiness. I don't know about anyone. I've always struggled with red. Red was never my color. So the funny thing is, I don't know if anyone else noticed this. Maybe it's just me. But when you got into Magic the Gathering, what was your first go-to color? And has that always stayed a go-to color for you? Because for me, when I got into Magic the Gathering, my go-to color was black. Like I really enjoyed black, Demonic Hordes, Demonic Tutor, just everything black I loved. Lord of the Pits was like just the goat. Then it came blue. I was never a big green player or red player or white player, and I find those cards hard to play with. Galta, that's a good card. And I'm wondering if anyone else feels that way. Now, if you do play dinosaurs, hence the Velociraptor, you have some good cards you can swap out into that commander. Right there. I do like to upgrade my decks when I get them. And so it's fun just to find some cards out there to stash into those decks. And like I had mentioned, Jumpstart actually has some of those. Icky. I always love how they just name these just Icky. I'm just going to assume that some people were stoned and they're like, let's just call it Icky Dude. Endless cockroaches. But again, there we are. Decent amount of little duplicates actually in here. I'm a little bit surprised. Do I care? Not really. Am I having fun? Absolutely. I am surprised though I haven't gotten the swamp artifact land yet. Like I also mentioned, I will do a follow-up video to this of just kind of going through some of the hits and explaining some of the cards to everybody and why they are good and playable and all that. I don't try to like focus on value very much. So many angels in this. And the reason I don't try to focus on value is because like you're not pulling your money back out of these cards. Like you really aren't. Magic the Gathering is not an investment game. People say it's an investment, but all it takes is a ban of a card, a reprint of a card to shift values. It's a fun game. And so I hate it when people are like, oh, this card's at this price and this card's at this price. One thing I will say about Jumpstarts is you'll find out when you first start, if you're brand new to Magic, Jumpstarts actually will start off with a couple cards in the set that are expensive. They're expensive cards. You're talking like $30, $40 cards. And then over time, you just watch it fall. And that's then where you jump in and get it. Look at that artwork. All right, last 3 packs. Funny part is I didn't get a veto and I didn't get my kitty. If you know what kitty I'm talking about, you know, I'm going to actually have to just buy it off of eBay if I don't pull it in the last 2. That was part of the, like, hey, I'm totally down for buying one more of these and doing a pack opening just in case I was to pull it. I wanted one more veto and I wanted one more, or I wanted the kitty, little cub. Trying to build a landfall deck, and I think it's a solid landfall card. I hear a kitty at my door of my office, probably wondering what I'm doing. Gotta love cats. Never a free moment. They have to live inside your skin. I have two cats. They're actually my stepdaughter's cats, but they're family. All right, second to last. We get dragons. And the funny part is like I love dragons. Foundation Jumpstart didn't have great dragons, so it wasn't like, oh my god, these are awesome dragons from a dragon deck. There we are. I mean, if you don't have many cards, again, like there are some fun cards that do work, you know, costless. They do have, you know, dragon synergy cards, which is important when building a dragon deck, of course. But it's not the big hitters that you'd hope. Tarkir is, I think, a phenomenal set. I was really glad that they did it. Last pack. Let's see. Black or green? Black or green? That's what we want. Black or green? Oh. Oh, no. Hey, it is what it is. And this is, again, I mean, these are $100 boxes. To me, this is minor in the way of pricing, and I did get some fun out of opening this. This is actually a decent card, too. There we are. Let's take a look and see how many mythics and rares we got. Comment down below how many you think. Let's see if we pull more mythics and rares out of this than you do out of one of the new boosters. What's your number? What is your number? I'm going to say I'm full 35. $32. So not near, but the funniest part is your pull rate pretty much the same. I hope you guys like this. Tell me what you think of Foundation's Jumpstart. I have to go buy a single now that I never pulled from this set. I don't think I'll pull another one of these boxes, but I did want to do it for just the joy of opening and to show you what you get in one of these. And again, if you really like to open up boxes and you're looking at doing Magic affordable, this is an affordable way to still have fun and find fun cards. And that's what it's all about. So if you like content like this, hit the like and follow button. My name is Eric. And remember to stay sober, stay safe, and we'll see you next time.